And that's all she wrote, folks. This is it. Turning in the keys. Wow, it's been a grueling 4 years. Nah, it hasn't been that hard. But a lot of memories were made in this facility. I remember when we first came and looked at it. Let me turn this fan off. First came and looked at it, my buddy Sean came with me. And he was telling me like, yeah, if you feel like it's a good spot, it's a good move, make it happen, And coming from the garage, a 2-car garage, like 400 square feet to 1,400 square feet, it's not an easy move, right? Because now you got like a whole nother rent, a whole nother mortgage, lease that you gotta take care of. But, as business owners, as creatives, as entrepreneurs, you gotta always, the point of being in this space is to use our heads, right? Use your head. In first year, it was a challenge trying to figure out what we were doing, what direction we were gonna take. Year 2, we started to pivot a little bit. And then year 3 is when we understood like, all right, what's the direction we're taking this thing? And at that point, that's when I had a vision. I had a vision of what I wanted to do, what I wanted this company to turn into. And exactly what it is now is exactly what I expected of it. Of course, we have our own personal goals. We wish we are 10 times further ahead, but I'm celebrating the accomplishments, the small ones. To come from this, right, 1,400 to now we're double the size down the road. That's a big leap. That's a big leap, and we'll probably be there for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and then double that amount. And then you never know. Eventually, we might be in 75,000 square foot facilities, building custom cabinets, furniture pieces for the whole country, right? But it's been fun. It's been fun here. A buddy of mine, Roz from Saha Designs, he's been a great help with thought process, mindset, how I price my work and such. He was the one that told me, because we wanted to move 2 years ago, and he was the one that told me, yo, it's not time for you to move yet. And I told him, like, yo, we're at capacity. Like, we can't do anything. We got to get out of here. And he told me, he was like, you'll know when it's time to get out of there, but you're not at capacity yet. And lo and behold, we really weren't. It took an extra 2 years of being here and stabilizing ourselves in the community to realize, okay, now is the time for us to get out of here, right? From inefficiencies, projects stacked on top of each other, 10 foot tall, like just safety hazards, right? Because we were just here working, trying to fulfill the demand that we had. But being at the new spot where we're at, we have much more area to work. We can move comfortably. The parking lot is much bigger. There's not as much traffic. The neighbors, they're phenomenal, cool people. So, we're embracing this next step. But guys, like, always believe in yourself. I'll tell you that, because, just something a little personal, but when I first started this, I lacked self-belief. It was my friends that really believed in me before I truly did. And they were the ones that really pushed me off the edge to do this, to jump in head first. When I jumped, that's when I said, you know what? I'm a bet on myself. I'm gonna bet on myself. And I really want you guys, like, if there's anything that you inspire to be, anything that you inspire to do, whether it's a new job, moving to a new state, meeting that girl at the gym, meeting that guy at the gym, doing something that you think is like so far-fetched, breaking a generational curse, starting a family, right? Making 100 grand, whatever it is, go after it. Go after it head first, and don't be timid. Don't be timid of the obstacles. Don't be timid of the things that may get in the way of you getting to that goal. Because I'm telling you right now, like, the only thing that's really gonna ever stop you is you. If you look at the people that are successful, one thing that they all have in common is they believed in themselves in the beginning. They didn't start where they're at now. They just believed in themselves at the beginning. And I just want to leave you guys with this like last message, right? Or last quote. Just always remember, everything great had small beginnings. Peace.